What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And David.
And I am here for we are here, I should say, for another Kaldheim pre-release pack opening. If you have missed it on the channel recently, Dave has been joining us in the apartment on our streams, which, by the way, you should definitely check out every Monday and Friday from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Although, to be fair, the best way to do that is just to subscribe and then ring that bell, and you'll get notifications whenever we go live. But also on some other secret content that we're recording for later, maybe in one of our other channels that you should check the links in the description for. But also in these openings, we did a special jar with Dave last week, so you should definitely check that out as well. But we're here for Kaldheim openings. I love the art in this set. We've only opened a few of these, so I'm looking for, as many of the cool cards as I possibly can get. I encourage you to check out the last video if you missed it, because we opened my favorite art in the set. I am very pleased because we have the blue D20.
Yay!
Which is one of the ones that I did not have, because all but the green ones were ones that I did not have. So we'll set that aside. That's pretty sweet. For people who have not seen already, I'll do this relatively quickly, but we have the Kaldheim insert with a sick, metal album cover art, which is really cool. We have the divider with the icy, snowy theme. So we'll set that aside. And we have this. This is a code for MTG Arena. We also have the packs, by the way. This is a code for MTG Arena. We'll be giving this away at some point in the video, so stay tuned. And our promo foil rare, I will take out of the packaging here so that it is easier to see. But with Sarulf and Toski on it, it is In Search of Greatness. So we can see what Toski's tail whipping around all in the background there looks like in foil. It's actually kind of sweet. So again, the background looks nice in foil. The subjects of the art are not in foil, but I think the background does a nice job of making up for it. Plus we have the stamped date there. And it's a fine card. It's a little bit tougher to get going, but if you can have different converted mana costs in your deck and you're already playing green, that's fine. I don't think this pulls you into green, but it's something that we can keep on the side. And so we can get into the packs themselves. We start with Kaya, the lady of the hour, at least on all of the branding for the set, as you can see all behind us here. And we start in Kaya's pack with Mists of Lityara, Hagimob. I know you like Hagimob, Dave.
Hagimob.
Master Scald, Dread Rider. I haven't seen one of these in a while, even though it's a common. It's been quite a bit. A Notvold Recluse, Elderleaf Mentor, Frostbite. Such a cool card, and the icy frame around the art, around the card is very sweet. Great card. Raven Form, Giant Ox, the 06 for 2. The old 06 for 2. Our first uncommon is the Trickster God's Heist. Very sweet, nice saga. I like that a lot. Depicts the art of someone showing up to Cole the Forge Master, and then killing Cole the Forge Master and taking his sword. And by someone, I mean Tybalt. Anyway, Vega the Watcher. Okay, so we have a blue-black and then a blue-white. Interesting. Vega the Watcher is a cool card. And Kaya's Onslaught, which is actually very good. I like this card quite a bit. This absolutely wins games. I mean, this is the sealed format, right? So especially in sealed, this definitely wins games. You just give one of your unblocked creatures +1/+1 and double strike, and you can just win on the spot if it's, later-ish on in the game. And our next rare or mythic is a mythic in Burning Rage Demon. Now, the nice thing that you can do with this card is look for two other very good cards that you have in your deck. Show both of them. Your opponent gives you one of them that you put into your hand, and the other one goes into your graveyard. So very, very sweet. Plus, it's just a casual 6/6 flying demon. No big deal. So that's really sick. Really, really nice. That should get in. I guess we will see what other black we have to support it. Black, white would probably be nice. This making this a 7/7 double strike. If it's not blocked, that's 14 damage.
Yikes.
That's all but 6 of their life total. Anyway, moving past the Burning Rage Demon, we have a Snowfield Sinkhole. Look, you could play black-white with this.
Wow.
This is pretty cool. We haven't seen anything that needs snow yet, but black does tend to care about that. There are definitely a number of black cards that care about you having snow lands. So this would work for that very, very nicely. And then behind Snowfield Sinkhole, we have a foil common in Snakeskin Veil, which is a very good card.
That contrast is really nice.
Very, very sick. Really cool. And again, because the elf or whatever it is squatting back there, is so small on the art and everything else is in foil, he looks great. Mm-hmm. Plus, I really like that, like, where his legs are akimbo, you can see behind him in foil as well. So it, like, really, like, outlines him very, very nicely. That looks really cool. Plus, this is a sick card. I like playing this card. Behind that is an ad card. Well, the whole pack is trash now. It's an ad card. Anyway, I'm obviously kidding. But we have Nico.
I'll get the garbage pail.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of get the sleeve, get the shredder. All right. We will move on into this Nico pack. We have a Beskir Shieldmate. It's a pretty good start for a white-black deck, huh? Lityara Kinseekers. Cinderheart Giant. It's a big one. Story Seeker, also a good 2-drop in white. Wither Crown is a good 2-drop in black. Broken Wings. Ah, yes. Feed the Serpent, one of the best removal cards in the set. And it's in black. We already have that mythic. That's pretty sick. Arachniform. Run Ashore. Not bad. Vault Robber. We have a Showcase. Maya Bredegard Protector. That's a really sick-looking card. I doubt we would splash green in this deck, if we're going black-white, of course. But we could. Maya is double white and a single green to play her. We could. I doubt we would do it, but this card is sick. Behind Maya, that's our first uncommon, by the way, we have Avalanche Caller. That's an interesting one. We're not really looking at blue too heavily, although we have Trickster God's Heist, so maybe, but doubtful. I don't typically enjoy going 3 colors, even though I'm talking about it. It's just, if we see some cool cards, I'll try to remember it. But Avalanche Caller is an interesting one. And Crush the Weak.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a big old giant, because these are people. Oh. So yeah, that's a big giant's fist coming down. It deals 2 damage to each creature, and then if a creature dealt damage that way would die, exile it instead. So it's just a way to wipe out a bunch of things on the board. Mm-hmm. And then our next rare or mythic is... Okay. It is a Henge Pathway, which flips into... You can see our snow-covered swamp back there. A Mistgate Pathway. So it is a modal double-faced land. You can choose to play it as basically a plains or an island. It just doesn't have the basic land type if you have things that let you go search for basic lands. But if we were looking to splash blue for anything in particular in this deck, like the Trickster God's Heist or Avalanche Caller or etc., this would allow us to do it if we were playing black-white, because if we need the white, we just play the white and don't play the blue. But if we have the white already, you can play it as the blue side. Whoops. Play it as the blue side as the Mistgate Pathway, and there you go. So either way, that's a pretty sweet rare in this deck. I will say that I typically don't enjoy opening the rare land cycles in pre-release packs because you're looking for more bombier stuff. If you're already in those colors, it's great, but if not, it just feels very bad that one of your rares or mythics that you're very limited on in the first place happens to be something that you can't use. So yeah, that's a little rough. But I like that we have it. It's cool art, and it actually could be used in this deck that we are kind of debating on so far. So that's pretty nice. We saw the snow-covered swamp behind it that I dropped already, but to go with our Snowfield Sinkhole, that is 2 black snow sources and technically one white snow source as well. So that's pretty nice. And then behind that is the gorgeous treasure tokens. So pretty. Very nice. I will say the gems look like those like fake gems that you could buy.
Yeah,
like just the plasticky ones.
A little too bright.
Yeah, which is definitely not their intention. I think that's just how it comes across in the art, but still, very, very cool. We have a Kaya pack next. Inside of the Kaya pack, we have a Disdainful Stroke, Breakneck Berserker, Warhorn Blast, come on, Draugr Recruiter, that's a good black card, Horizon Seeker, Raise the Draugr. This is very, very good. I know we were talking about the art last time it's them underwater, but it's also really nice that you can return 2 target creature cards that share a creature type or 1 creature. Either way, from your graveyard to your hand. So you can pay 2 mana and get 1 creature back, or 2 creatures back if they share a type, which is really sweet. Especially with the fact that our mythic Burning Rage demon is not only a demon, but a berserker. And there are a lot of berserkers in this set, especially like low-costed ones. So you could return like a crappy, low-costed berserker along with your Burning Rune demon from the graveyard with this card. Very, very good. We have a Frostpeak Yeti.
Yay!
I know you love him. We have an Invoke the Divine, a Sarulf's Packmate, good card, a Jarl of the Forsaken, also a pretty good card. I like this one. Zombie Cleric. Harald, King of Skemfar, is our first uncommon. We were kind of talking about green, but not really. Oh, for like Maya, right? Mm-hmm. So if we wanted to play, if we had a way to splash green and could play Maya, we could play Harald. Still, I'm not seeing too many reasons to go outside of black-white yet, but we shall see. Behind Harald is Blizzard Brawl. So as I talk more about not wanting green, we see another pretty cool green card. It's a 1 green mana snow sorcery that lets you fight. And if you used snow, or you have to have 3 or more snow, excuse me, then your creature gets +1/+0 and indestructible before that fight. So pretty awesome. And a Skemfar Elder Hall, which is green and black. So very, very interesting. This pack definitely wants you to go green-black, at least based on the uncommons. But let's see what our Rare or Mythic wants us to do. Because our Rare or Mythic is... this crappy card again. Reckless Crew. That's fine. We're not playing it. Even if we play red, we probably wouldn't play this. And even then, we only have 1 uncommon in red in Crush the Week, which is a fine card, but still probably not what we're looking at. So behind Reckless Crew, we have a a green-black snowland in Woodland Chasm. It's a snow swamp forest. So yeah, okay. All right, deck. I get it. Jesus. And a Spirit Token. Very interesting. Okay, so do we do 2 colors splash green, I guess? Or 2 colors splash white, maybe? No, we can't splash white. We can't splash Maya, at least. But, okay, so we have, I was going to say a Kaldheim pack next, you idiot. This is a Tibbled pack.
That's true.
Can't tell me it's not. It's a Tibbled pack next.
This is a pack.
It has Magic the Gathering cards in it. See? It says so right there.
I don't believe you.
That's fair. Pixar, it didn't happen. We have a Strategic Planning. Fearless Pup. I know you love this guy too.
Not bad.
We have a Grim Draugr. That is the kind of card I was talking about. A black card that cares about snow. And currently we have 3 snow cards that produce black. Or 3 snow lands that produce black. King Harald's Revenge would be appropriate with Harald. But otherwise it's kind of fine, I guess. We have an Invoke the Divine. Sarulf's Packmate again. Okay, green. Okay. Jarl of the Forsaken. All right, green-black. All right. I see you. We have an Open the Omen Paths. We have a Raven Wings. A Struggle for Skemfar. Oh, green. Why are you doing this to me? A Gates of Istfell. So pretty. Mm-hmm. So pretty. It's our first uncommon. This probably doesn't get played, especially because to use it, its second ability, you need double blue. And we don't really have a ton of great blue. But we have Gates of Istfell. We have a Weathered Runestone, which is not for limited at all. So actually that's a pretty easy no on that one. And a Bloodline Pretender as well, which is a fine card. It's probably a 23rd, unless we have like serious creature type synergies, which I haven't seen a ton of so far. And our next Rare or Mythic is a Waking the Trolls. Again, very pretty art, very pretty on a lot of these sagas. But it's part red. We're not really playing red in this, and this saga is fine. It's not that crazy. So I probably would not be playing this Waking the Trolls either. Behind it, a snow-covered swamp, because every snow card that we open is going to be black, apparently. And a replacement card, or a stand-in card that you can use if you're playing a modal double-faced card in your deck, like our Henge Pathway. We have 2 packs remaining. Tyvar is on this one. Tyvar Kell, the new Elven Planeswalker, and in fact, for folks who are interested, the brother of Harald, King of Skemfar.
Okay.
Exactly.
And Harald's not a planeswalker.
Correct. Harald is a legendary creature. We have a Brine Barrow Intruder as our first card. A Runamuck. Wings of the Cosmos. So pretty. Draugr Thought Thief. Koma's Faithful. Not bad. It might get in. A Mammoth Growth. I see something interesting. Yeah, a Priest of the Haunted Edge. I like this one. We have a lot of black snow, so it kind of makes you feel like you should want that. A Sculptor of Winter. Hell yeah. Okay. All right, deck. Again, I see you. Feed the Serpent number 2. Again, best removal in the set. Having 2 of them feels pretty nice. Wow. A Vault Robber. A Return Upon the Tide. First of all, you mentioned this art when you saw it for the first time. It's also a very good card. Especially if you're doing black-green, because it cares about you having elves. And guess what color elves are in?
Red.
Yep, not dwarves in red, elves in red.
God, could you imagine?
There's not elves in red, I will give you that, but it's mostly in green, and you know that. But anyway, Return Upon the Tide.
You say so.
I know you know. There's a Fall of the Imposter, another saga. Very pretty. And I don't know if we're moving away from white or not. I feel like we are. I feel like black-green is just the option at this point. But this is not bad if we're doing that. Interesting. Okay, well anyway, after Fall of the Imposter, yeah, we do. We have Poison the Cup. Oh, and this is 3 mana. So did I say the best? I guess the best common removal is the Fall of the Serpent. This is the best uncommon removal. It's instant speed, destroy a creature for 3 mana, and then if it's foretold, you scry 2. Yeah, I'm okay with that card quite a bit. Plus, I don't know, I think this deck is kind of black-centric. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. that is your base.
Yeah, 100%. So, our next rare or mythic is... Yep. Another Mythic in black. You're absolutely right. Holy crap, this kit. Wow. 4 mana, 4/3, Angel Berserker, Flying, Lifelink, Hexproof from Planeswalkers.
Oh my god.
And then you can, when it attacks, you can tap 1 in a black, sacrifice 1 of your creatures, and each opponent sacrifices a creature or Planeswalker.
Wow.
Yeah, she's great. That's our second flying mythic in black. And it's also a Berserker. So we talked about that Rise of the Draugr.
Jeez.
You could, I mean, you probably wouldn't, but you could get both of your mythics back at the same time with a 2 mana common at instant speed. Any hoozle, we'll move that aside. This card's great. Oh, interesting. We did not open a snow in black, or at least part black. But it's still a snow-covered island. And an Icy Manolith token. Very pretty. Made by Svella? Yeah, Svella. So there you go. Icy Manolith is gorgeous. Don't think I forgot, folks, because I promise you I didn't. I just put it lower down. If you are following along, first of all, thank you so much for watching our stuff. This is our way. We don't do giveaways and stuff. It just feels really snaky to do stuff like that of like, how about you like and follow and subscribe and share and check out our this and that. We ask you to do that if you like us because, you know, that's how you find out all the more things that we're doing. And we know that there are a number of dedicated folks who do, so you're all great. And for those of you that are watching our videos, we thank you for that as well. Whether you are doing all those fancy things or not, we still appreciate each and every one of you. And this is our small way of saying thanks. Please don't forget that if you have already used a code to MTG Arena from one of these pre-release packs already, you will not be able to use this code. It will not work for you, so don't waste your time. And if you do get this code, all we ask is that you shout it out in the comments. 1, so that we can congratulate you appropriately, and 2, so that your fellow commenters know not to waste their time as well. Good luck to each and every one of you, and don't worry, there are other ones coming up in the next few weeks if you miss out on this one, if this one does not work for you. But once again, thank you all for joining us on our videos. We have 1 pack remaining. We hope you'll stick around for it. It is Tyvar Kell. What other black cards can we open in this pack?
It will be all white and green, and it will split you further.
That's totally fine. I will happily make the tough choices if our base is just such good black. We have a God's Hall Guardian. Look at that big cat. It's a big cat. We have an Undersea Invader. It's a big old underwater giant rogue. He's very bad at being a rogue because he has flash. You can play him at any time, but he enters tapped.
Okay.
So he's very slow as he walks underwater. We have a Seize the Spoils, a Dread Rider again. Cool. Ooh, an Icehide Troll. Yeah, it's probably green. Anyway, we have an Iron Verdict. Also a good card, but probably not better than Icehide Troll. We have a Dogged Pursuit. That's a good one. A Gold Vein Pick. Not bad.
The treasure.
A Way Down. Yeah, that makes the treasures, which is really sweet. Way Down is a very good card, especially with the black that we're looking at. Hey, look, it's an equipment in Valkyrie's Sword. It's probably fine. Like, it makes angels, but that's a little expensive and you need double white for it, so probably not. But it is our first uncommon. We have a Rune of Might in green. Very cool. So we'll do that. +1/+1 and Trample for 2 mana. And it draws a card when, or you draw a card when it enters, which is awesome. And a Rune... You son of a bitch. It's going to be green and blue or white, and it's going to separate you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
It's a Rune of Sustenance. Actually, the Rune of Might is much better than the Rune of Sustenance, I think, because it gives Trample instead of Lifelink. But anyway. Oh, and it gives +1/+1 as well, so yeah, much better. Anyway, our last rare or mythic is... Yep. Create X 2/2 Black Zombie Berserker creature tokens, where X is the number of non-token creatures that died this turn. So this is like a little bit harder to make work because we don't have, like, I guess we could have a ton of creatures, right? But this would not be as, like, it's a black rare, so we'd probably play it, or at least we'd try to play it. But if we didn't get this to work, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. You can foretell it for a single black mana. So, like, having a 1 mana card where, like, if 2 of your creatures die and you spent a mana to get 2 2/2s, fine. Like, that's just fine. So yeah, there's that. Behind Rise of the Dreadmarn, so yeah, that's fine. We have a Glacial Floodplain with white and blue, interestingly enough, but it's a snowland, so that's cool. We have a foil back here, and it is... good. It's very pretty.
Yeah, it is.
And if it does things in Constructed, it'll be nice to have a foil version of this, because people like to bling out their Constructed decks. I love the ring on the inside here.
Yeah,
that looks so cool.
Nice touch to it.
Wow. Very, very nice. Very pretty. A Weathered Runestone, which definitely does not go in this deck, but still very pretty to have in foil. And another treasure token. So, I mean, you know, we opened 2 mythics. I'm going to show you both of them because they're both in the same colors as well. So actually, that's a fair point. This will be the question that we ask for this video. What is our second color? Black is our first color. That's not even a question. We may even be able to go mono black. I didn't count, but I would doubt it. I think black-green probably makes the most sense. Maybe black-white, although I doubt it. I think black-green is probably the way to go, but I would love to hear people's thoughts down in the comments below. If it's black-white, what white cards pull you definitively in that direction? If it's like black-green splash maybe 1 card in white, like Maya is a tough one because she's double white. So that's a little bit harder. But if you are a splash color, let me know what card pulled you in that direction of that splash. But otherwise, yeah, I would love to know what your thoughts are, because I think I'd just make a black-green deck and kind of try to kill everybody. So 2 Berserker Mythics. One a demon, one an angel, actually,
How about
appropriately
that?
enough, right? That's really sick. So this was a sweet kit. Dave, thank you so much for joining me, as always.
Sure.
Please feel free, as we said, to do all that fun YouTube stuff, commenting, subscribing, ringing the bell, checking out our other channels, sharing and liking helps out a lot as well. So please don't forget to do that. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I have been David.
Please don't forget, if you did not get that code, be back here next week, ring that bell to use the notifications to let you know exactly when that video goes up. You can be one of the first people to watch it and get that code before anybody else does. Congratulations to whoever got this one. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.